along on our Honda build. Today it is time we gotta get the front wheel back on there. We got our forks on. Look at this. Blue fork caps. All right, so we had the front forks completely redone, new seals put in them, all that good stuff. Took us a while to get them. The front, those caps up there is what really took us a long time unexpectedly. But anyways, now today we're moving on. Look what we got. Coromoto blue brake line with titanium fittings. Wow, this thing's gonna look sweet. So basically this is a rotor delete front brake. So this is gonna go from our master cylinder to our caliper, just one single brake line. And then we got, what else we got? Race Tech Titanium. They have hooked us up. We have got, these are caliper bolts, and then we got all our pinch bolts here for our forks. So it's gonna replace all of this here. We're gonna have all the matching blue anodized hardware. And then we're gonna install, of course, we have to put this smaller brake reservoir on there because the factory Honda one is freaking huge for some reason. So we're gonna get rid of this guy, put this little one on there. We got us a little mount from curvygirl.com. Pretty neat little mount that you can kind of bend and go any which way you want to go to get your reservoir mounted. So we're gonna go ahead and sit this stuff on there and try and get this thing back where we can roll it around and get it off these darn stands. I would have got Brock's Performance exhaust pipe, but Brock's Performance doesn't make exhaust pipe for the Honda. Now being that Brock's Performance is top of the line, that is what I would have went with. But I had to go with Graves because they're the only company making a good full titanium exhaust system for the Honda. So we got our Race Tech titanium bolts in. Look at these things, man. Freaking sick. Blue anodized. You can get them in any color. They got them, well, I say any color. You can get them blue, gold, it's the standard titanium, black. They got quite a few options. That's a free option that you get. So when you go on Race Tech Titanium, be sure to hit up one of the representatives on Instagram or something and tell them what kind of bike you got and what bolts you're looking for. They don't have everything listed for street bikes on there, but they do have every bolt that you can think of. So basically what I do is I reach out to these guys with the dimensions that I want, And we're slowly getting these things put on their website so that you can go on there and just click that you want to buy parts for a CBR 1000, GSXR 1000, whatever. Me, you guys on YouTube, we're working with Racetech Titanium to get these bolts available for all y'all. We got the caliper bolts. Those are pretty cool bolts. Those are really heavy on a stock bike. So when you switch over to titanium, you're gonna save about, I think they say 60% of weight on that. So we went with the pinch bolts in the front, everything up through here, and the caliper bolts. Now that we got all that done, we got our Cormoto brake line on there. It's looking absolutely freaking sick. We went ahead and mounted our little bitty brake reservoir. That is actually the rear reservoir off of the Honda. So we got rid of all of our rear brakes, and since it's a much smaller reservoir than the front one, way better option, saves weight, cleans up all of this by having the small reservoir. And then we got our curvy girl mount that we bent and made to make it work just right. Now, we already put on our Brock's Performance lowering strap brackets. Now I got out the Brock's Performance lowering strap. Now, a lot of you may not know that if you go on Brock's Performance, look them up for a GSXR 1000, same kit, same everything. It's not listed for a CBR, but it does work. So this bike here particularly, we got GSXR Brembo brakes on the other side, and we're about to put a GSXR Brock's lowering strap on it. A lot of this stuff is universal. It doesn't get listed for the Honda, but let's go ahead and get it on there so we can get this front end lowered down. Guys, be sure to check in the description, because all these parts that I'm listing out, you can save money just by being a Big Kountry subscriber by just entering my discount code when you go to check out on these different websites. I'll just do a timer. Alright guys, so while we have pretty much got our whole front end on, our next step I think is going to be to get our gas tank installed. Well, you know what guys, Big Kountry had a little something up his sleeve when it comes to the fuel tank. Look at that guys. Yeah, a silver fuel tank. Isn't that crazy? So this is our stock tank over here. This is our new silver tank. But guess what guys? This one right here, titanium. Yeah, that's right. Look at the welds, the blue one. It's first class sign right there. You got titanium on your hands, boys. So this here is a titanium gas tank off of a CBR 1000 SP. So the SPs, they come with titanium fuel tanks from the factory. This one here I bought used. It does have a small dent over here, which you don't see once you put all the bodywork on it. Not gonna really affect us any, but we got huge weight savings. I think I picked this one up. I've had this now for a long time. I paid about 500 bucks for that thing. So pretty expensive purchase. So I guess now what we gotta do, I have my scale set up. Let's set the tanks on there and see if it's worth it weight wise. So for 500 bucks, I got the fuel pump, the top, everything out of them. I come over here, I tried to preset this up for you guys. I know all y'all probably think I'm just doing this off the hip, but Big Kountry was prepared. So I set us up a little block here. I got it zeroed out. Let me see if I can get this thing. I practiced this a few times earlier to get it balanced just right on that block of wood. You see, it weighed 6 pounds 12 ounces earlier when I practiced, so I should be really close if I can get the darn thing to sit still. Yep, so there you go, 6 pounds 12.3 ounces. Fuel tank completely empty, no gas cap, no fuel pump, no nothing. 6 pounds 12 ounces. So now let's grab our titanium fuel tank and see, did we actually make a smart move here, or is it a big old waste of money? I can pretty much tell you though, when you better pick this one up, yeah, paper, oh, hold on now. Can't be getting false readings having, I ain't got no bolts in the other one. These ounces matter. My gosh, ain't gonna tell me it ain't 2 ounces lighter. All right, now let's go weigh our titanium gas tank. This thing looks sick. I almost wonder like if we could do bluing and stuff on it like the titanium. So we're zeroed out. Hopefully this one, I feel like it'll balance easier. Yeah. 3 pounds, guys. Heck yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty excited about that. We can set it off there and set it back on to make sure that we were, you know, getting an accurate reading. How did I get so lucky that first time? So there it is, 3 pounds 14 ounces. So I'd have to go back and look in my video and do the calculations myself, but we lost a couple pounds. It looks sweet. I mean, on these freaking 1000 sport bikes, it takes so much just to lose a couple pounds. I think this mod was definitely worth it. 500 bucks for a couple pounds of weight. Pretty good whenever you take in consideration a set of wheels or something like that. You're losing 5-6 pounds for $3,000 to $4,000. So gas tank, pretty good savings there. All right, guys, here we go. We got all our fluids topped off. We got everything ready to start. We have primed our oil pump. We got our fuel tank on. First start. Guys, we don't want to let it run long. We don't have the radiator on there or nothing yet, and man, sounds good, sounds clean. Of course, that's the factory ECU and stuff still in there. We have not got it flashed yet, so that's why, like, when I go to rev it a little bit, we don't really have no good throttle response or anything right now. The bike has a million check engine lights because we got stuff hanging everywhere, but she runs. She sounds good. I'm happy, you know, I mean, that's a good starting point for us. Our first crank up with our HTP Honda engine, fired right up, like, immediately. Kind of thought we might have to spin her over a few times before she'd fire, but nah, she's ready to rock and roll, guys. So we just got to touch some stuff up now, get our radiator on there. I'm waiting on, we got SAMCO, I believe is how you say it. Lines coming in for our coolant hoses. I'm gonna wait and get those changed out before we put the radiator on. But man, all in all, this joker is starting to really look like a motorcycle. Starting to look sick is what I'm talking about. All the blue. What about the Gray's exhaust? It sounds pretty freaking sweet. It was just starting to turn, get a little bit of heat in it. You see the gold up there at the head? Guys, I think we're building one heck of a sweet monster right here. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? What should we do? How'd it sound? Give me some pointers. Give me some advice if you got any. If not, sit back, give the thumbs up, and just be happy and excited for me. But guys, guess what else? While we were working on this, we got another package in. Let's go check out what it is. Okay, so we got a package in here. And guys, let me just go ahead and tell you, this right here, for the auction GSXR, I told y'all after we did the giveaway, whichever bike didn't get chosen had a special life ahead of it. And guys, you know they picked the Honda. They went Honda gang on the giveaway. But you know me, Zook Nation, we were happy to see that we got to keep a Suzuki, because man, did it give us some options. So guys, this box right here is from HTP Performance. So, whoa, before you look too much into that box, what do you think HTP Performance could be sending Big Kountry for the auction bike? Yes, our red GSXR 1000. Look here. All right, guys, I almost had you there. You don't quite get to see what I got for the auction GSXR just yet. Next week, that's coming up, and it's a big deal. I'm just letting you in on that, which I've been telling you that anyway, so you probably already figure it's going to be real sweet. I don't know. But anyways, what about the Honda? Man, the Honda's looking good. It's sounding good. It's doing everything we want it to do, guys. Be sure to go check out Race Tech Titanium and Brock's Performance, Core Moto, More Mafia, HTP. All these guys are really rocking it, dude. They're doing sweet stuff, and they're helping Big Kountry help y'all out. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today. We're wrapping it up. I'm already home, but I got to get ready. It's Haley Rose's birthday. Y'all wish her a happy birthday in the comments. But until next time, guys, y'all be sure to keep it country.